Welcome, everybody, to the next installment of our risk management video series. Today, we are talking about the due diligence process a buyer's agent engages in when they have a new buyer client. Welcome, everybody. My name is Matt Johnson. I am counsel to the New Hampshire Realtors and a shareholder at Divine Willamette. With me today for this video is Josh Greenwald, who is a member of our risk management subcommittee. So Josh, the topic today is due diligence for a buyer agent when they have a new buyer client. How do you go about doing that?
Thanks, Matt. This is my absolute favorite part of the process because this is the way I look at it as the rough draft before you write the term paper. Okay, you have to put out your outline, okay, and where you're sitting down with somebody who has a goal, and I need to go and tap in and do a mind meld, to use a Vulcan analogy, of what they are looking to accomplish. Because as a buyer agent, their goals are now my goals. And I need to help them harness their needs, separate the wants from the needs, and then try to find what they're looking for, and then kind of get in their head. And I've always found that it also will help kind of saddle them up to let them know what the process is going to be like as we begin this search, what they can expect in this market. Maybe I can, by listening to them, I can hear them tell me exactly, what are the major priorities for them, be it schools, be it, proximity to downtown, services. Some people like small areas, some people like large populated areas. And this is where you will fine tune and calibrate yourself to their wants and needs.
That's a great answer. So, Josh, as a quick follow-up, are there tactics or questions that you find are particularly successful in making sure that you get the full data dumps, shall we say, from the buyer of what they're really looking for? Are there questions that really help you in that process?
Yeah, I mean, you can just ask the basic kind of macro questions about, well, how many bedrooms do you need? How many bathrooms? Or you can really start to dig in and then find out, why are you moving? What are you trying to accomplish? And what that does for you also is it creates a bond, because even though you have a buyer agency, which is a legal document which kind of marries the two of you, now they can understand that you're here to help them. All right. So by me asking them questions like, why are you moving? What brings you here? What are things that are important to you, to your family? What things do you hate? What things do you love? Do you like to cook a lot? Because all of these answers, as you kind of get into the psychology of it all, will start to morph into actual home characteristics, such as, do they need a large kitchen? Do they care about dining? Do they have family come over lots of times? Do they have pets? Okay, do they need a fenced-in yard? So as you're asking these questions, they are, in your mind, it should be kind of harnessing you into a directive, which is to solve their problem and fill their needs.
Josh, that's a great answer. And I would say the only other piece that I would add from the legal perspective, because I think that discussion and what you focused on is really primarily what happens in that setting, is I would say, only legally speaking, the only place I would make sure and encourage agents to remember is this would be the spot when you're getting all this information. If you happen to know of an off-site condition or something near a property they're maybe looking at that may impact them or maybe runs counter to some of the express goals they told you about, that's the time to really show your knowledge and really help your clients by maybe steering them either towards an area or away from an area, because you might, for example, if they're really looking for peace and quiet and that a large apartment building is scheduled to go up in close proximity to that property, that would be something you would want to alert your buyer client to, so that you can help them shape their strategy of what houses they're looking for or what properties they're looking for.
And a great addition to that, Matt, because that's an excellent point, is in our code of ethics, it is unethical for us to represent knowledge that we don't have. Okay, so if somebody comes in and sits down with me, and it turns out that what they're looking for is in a location or a type of building, be it commercial, that's outside of my scope of expertise, all right, I am bound to tell them that, and I should refer them to somebody that can help them best because it's about them, it's not about me. So at the end of the day, you have to be honest about what your abilities are.
That's a great point, and I see, many of the risk management cases that end up in my office or other lawyer offices often result from someone stretching outside of their set of expertise, and so that's a fantastic point, and I think that's a great way to end the video on that subject matter. I hope people enjoy it. Josh, thank you so much for the insight. That was very helpful. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Matt.